Hello, and welcome to a presentation about the novel The Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. In this presentation, we will start to reflect and think about the contents of this book together. Before we dig into the actual contents of the book, I would like for us to stop and reflect about some things. So grab a pen and a paper and just write down some of your reflections. The first question is, would you like to know at what moment you are going to die? If you think about it, would you like to know at exact which moment you are going to die, or would that only terrify you even more? After you've written your answer to the first question, you can move on to this one. What do you think the book is about based on the title, They Both Die at the End? And do you think it spoils the ending? After all, most books and movies will not tell you if the main characters die at the end, but maybe this book actually tells you that at the very start. And what does that mean for you as a reader? Does it spoil the ending, and is that okay, or does that ruin the novel itself? The third and final question I would like for you to reflect on is, how would you react if you found out that you only had 24 hours left to live, and what would you do during those hours? Now, in this book, the characters find out that they only have 24 hours left to live, and they're quite startled by this information. And if you put yourself in their shoes, how would you react to this information, and what would you do with your last hours? In the book, we have two main characters, two people that we follow throughout the novel. And these two people, they are called Matteo and Rufus. Matteo is a young man. He is 18 years old and he lives alone. His mother, she deceased when he was a young boy, and he struggles a lot with anxiety, which makes it hard for him to even just leave his apartment. So this man struggles a lot with mental health and tries to overcome this in the book through different ways. The second main character is called Rufus, and he's a 17-year-old man, and he recently lost his family in a drowning accident. And he struggles a lot with anger and grief because of this. So he tries to find different ways to go through this pain and to handle the grief that he has recently been through with losing his family. And this causes him to be quite violent, in contrast to Matteo. And he has a hard time with the fact that he is actually not going to live longer than 24 hours. All right, so this has been a very brief introduction to the novel, They Both Die at the End. And now you are going to read this book on your own. And while you read, I would like to encourage you to take notes. Write down words that you do not know and look them up. Look at synonyms, at definitions, and try to see things that you can actually learn from the book. If there are any questions that you may have about the book, things you don't understand, things you find interesting, or that you don't understand, write them down and bring them to the literature seminar that we will have towards the end of the course, and ask them there. It's always interesting to discuss these questions together. And also, if you find any quotes, any citations that you find captivating or interesting, please write them down and bring them with you to the literature seminar so that we can discuss them together. And I think we will have a great time with discussing the book itself and all of your quotes and notes. So good luck with reading the book. Remember to always reach out to me if you have any questions at all. I would love to help you out. Good luck with your reading.